on any color copies that you make, lowest cost ever of all the other printers, you'd be very interested, right? How about a machine that virtually will never run out of ink because with the Instinct program, automatically ordered for you at up to 50% off what you would normally pay for your ink cartridges? Are you kidding me? And look at the price. $99.95, $30 off our price. It's amazing. You can print, you can copy, you can scan. It's built-in wireless. Memory card slot. You don't even need a computer if you want to make prints on this thing. Just pop them out of your little camera, pop them in there, and you've got beautiful prints. Eprint. So if you've got a tablet or a smartphone, boop, hit the button. You get home, there's your print right there. Nice big 2.5-inch color touch screen. Yes, touch screen. And you can scan directly to your mobile devices. You can do it all. I want you to look at this. Take a look at this print right here. What do you think of that? This costs about a nickel. What would you pay for that if you went to the store and had that thing printed out? Buck and a half maybe? Look at how beautiful. When I talk about saving money and when I talk about something, look at the printer itself. I want you to look at the footprint this takes. I love it. This thing is not big and bulky. It's just big enough. Look, I'm moving it. Just big enough so you could put this on any shelf, stow it away, virtually don't even see it there. Free shipping and handling today, and 4 payments of less than $25. So if you want to save money, and one more thing before Aaron comes out, what about making your own greeting cards? Making your own holiday cards. You can do it. Over $100 worth of software. So if you've got a great picture that you've taken, you want to turn it into a Christmas card or a Hanukkah card or whatever you do, you can do that as well. Mr. Aaron Berger, come on out here, buddy. I know you're excited about this. I am too, because I own an HP. I don't have this one. I bought mine before this one came out. Right. Love my HP printer. Of course. So much better than my other one. And we get so much great feedback. In fact, customer reviews, right? What did you say? You checked today.
So there are, I think, 61 reviews. Yeah. 48 are perfect 5 stars. I don't know that I've ever seen a better reviewed printer than this printer. I think there were 7 4 stars. There were like I said, 47 or 48 5 stars. People love this printer for a couple of reasons. It's a printer. It's a scanner. It's a copy machine. It's incredibly fast. In fact, you just saw me set a photo on the glass.
Look at that.
It already made this copy, and look. You can't tell the difference between the copy and the original. That's HP quality. HP is the #1 inkjet printer in the entire country. As Guy said, this is our best value on this printer, and there's so many special things about it. Other than just talking about the quality for a minute, obviously the quality is out of this world. You can also use this printer, and I'm going to do it right now. So obviously you can use it with your computer and all of those sort of things, but any wireless device you have. Later in the show today, actually in our next hour, we have our Trio tablet coming up. I've got the Trio tablet right here, which happens to be an Android tablet. If you have an Android tablet, if you have an iPhone, if you have an iPad, any tablet, any pad, any device in America, it doesn't matter which device you have, you can print directly from your device to your printer, because your printer has its own email address. It's something called HP Eprint. HP is the only company in the world that has HP Eprint. And what it means is, no matter where you are, so if you take a picture with your cell phone in Germany, if you take a picture with your tablet in Africa, and you want it on your printer, you just email it to your printer. That's it. The printer actually has an email address. Example. I gave my mother an HP Eprint printer for Thanksgiving last year. All my brothers and sisters, some of us have iPads, some of us have Nooks, some of us have BlackBerry, some of us have iPhones, some of us have Android phones. We send my mom pictures all the time because Mom doesn't do Facebook. So we send her pictures all the time. And in fact, right now, this says now printing. I know that I'm standing near this printer. I could be anywhere in the world. So all those pictures that you have on your phones, on your tablets, on your any of your cellular devices or any of your mobile devices, you can print now. Everyone in the house can print to the same printer. Oh, it's done. Okay, you saw me send this mobilely, right? I could have been anywhere in the world. I send my work to my printer all day long. Wow. So that is just yet another thing. Now, I want to introduce something to you. That is it's the first printer that we've ever done this with on HSN. First of all, just in terms of ink, we're including, so look at your price and then think about the fact we're including 2 full ink cartridges, just regular full ink cartridges. What would you pay just to go buy a full tricolor cartridge and a full black cartridge? They'll say setup on them because they initialize the print heads, full color cartridges. So that's #1. In addition, you can sign up, and we've already covered the first month for you, for something called HP Instant Ink. HP Instant Ink is an ink replacement program that saves you 50% off the cost of your ink. Here's how it works. You get 100 pages per month, and it doesn't count ink. It doesn't measure how much ink you're putting on the page. So a full-out color photo, 8 by 10, like you're going to be printing a ton of over the next couple of months, costs the same as printing a Word document. So you're going to save a ton of money. You're going to save up to 50%, and it's measured per page. So we'll show you right now. This is the best way to think of it. HP Instant Ink is an instant ink replacement services. You'll save up to 50% on HP Original Ink. Your printer orders the ink. It's never going to be a Sunday night and your kid goes, Mom, I have a report due tomorrow, and the printer's out of ink. That'll never happen again because the printer communicates with HP headquarters and sends you ink, and you're just paying monthly. Like I said, one of the programs is $4.99. It's 100 prints. I'm sorry, excuse me, $4.99. It's 100 prints, and then you're charged like a dollar for every 20 extra prints. So it ends up being 5 cents a page. 5 cents a page. Monthly plans are based on pages printed, not cartridges used. There's no annual fee. You can change it or cancel it at any time, so you're not committed to anything. It is the shipping's included, the recycling's included. It is the lowest price, and I want to be really clear about this. Of all of the printers in America that are under $350, this has the lowest price per page printing. You will pay less to print on this printer when you use HP Instant Ink than any other printer in America. And I think that's a big deal because not only is the printer the top-selling brand in America, but your cost over time, you can save up to $180 a year just on your ink. Now, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can just go buy ink regularly, you know, like most people do with their printers. But just one quick story. I was in Italy about a month and a half ago. I took pictures the whole time I was there, and I emailed them to my printer the whole time I was there. At the same time, HSN sends me things to my printer. My mom sends things to my printer. So when I got home from a week-long trip, my printer had gone through a ton of ink. There were cartridges waiting for me at my door because HP knew I was about out of ink. I'm on the monthly program. I spend $4.99 a month. I didn't have to go get cartridges. I wasn't out of ink. I was ready to go. This is what you're going to get if you take the Instant Ink program. And then just the printer by itself, I'm going to get into the fact that it has the SD card reader slot and all of those sort of things.
Yeah, you're loaded right to the top when you order this. You're going to get all your inks, everything you need. That's all included in that price. And then, like we said, then it's totally up to you whether you want them to order it for you. You can do it yourself. You want to go through that headache. But I love it because you need the ink anyway, and it'll come on a timely basis. It's a perfect way to do it. Here's what I'll tell you as far as quantity. 4,299. I'm looking right there at this latest screen. 4,300 are spoken for. I got 900 left. Actually, I have about 800 left with the folks online. So if you want this particular printer, like I said, I bought one. I spent a little bit more on mine, but I bought an HP. I love it. I love the profile of this because the size was so important to me. I don't want a big bulky printer. I had one before. It was twice this size. I had to keep it basically on a shelf, a bookshelf. It was huge. It was in the way all the time. The size of this is perfect. It doesn't weigh much. I mean, look at this thing. You can put this anywhere. And by the way, you can use multiple computers on this as well. If you buy it, $30 off. And don't forget, all that software, there's $100 worth of software that comes with this. So if you want to do things like I said before, you want to make holiday cards, you want to make your own greeting cards, you can do it. You want to take photos and turn them into beautiful cards. You got photos maybe of your family. You can take those and you can turn those into whatever you'd like. Great projects. Look at this obviously an old anniversary picture right there, or actually a holiday picture. And these are so beautiful. You can add special effects to them. You can colorize them. You can do all kinds of great things with the software that comes. So all the inks come with it. The cheapest per page on your color copies of any printer out there that we've ever produced or brought to you. Free shipping and handling as well. Listen, I know we're extremely busy. I know there's a bit of a hold right now. But remember, you can do pretty much anything on this. You can print from your phone. You can print from your tablet, obviously from your desktop. You can print from your laptop. You can do all that at the same time, completely wireless. But you can do it from across the country, from across the continent. So if you want to get home and see your pictures from your trip, they're already going to be printed. And if you just happen to run out of ink while you're gone, your machine will know that, and it'll automatically reorder you the inks as well. So I love it, especially for people that are forgetful or people that really use their computers or their printers a lot, especially seasonally.
Sure.
Because you're printing everything right now. Pictures, cards.
And I love that it's not, you know, look, when you go out and buy an ink cartridge and then you print 2 photos that look like this, often it's like you've gone through half of your ink cartridge, right? This would cost you 10 cents. Do you understand that you're not paying per amount of ink used? And this is the time of year when we print pictures. You could print 100 of these, for goodness sakes, for $4.99. That's why we're so excited about the Instant Ink program. It's the first time we've ever done it is with this printer. I know that, you know, a lot of our printers are gone already, and this is my only scheduled airing that I'm aware of for the weekend, but I just think it's amazing. That's why I use it, because I love to print photos, but I'm always scared how much ink I'm using. This has nothing to do with how much ink you're using. You only pay per page, and you can cancel it at any time if you find that it doesn't work for you, but it will save you up to 50% over a year, up to $180. I love basically paying half for my ink cartridges. You know what else you're basically going to pay half for? And I've got to kind of move along here because there's so much more to show you. This is a duplex printer. This prints on the front and the back side of the page, you guys. So what that means, I think of it as paying half as much for paper, because now I use both sides of my paper every time I make a print. So without you going and switching the paper yourself, it prints out on one side, and actually it's doing that right now. So you'll see it prints on one side, and then because it's a duplex printer, which duplexing is a very expensive feature for companies to put in their printers. Look, it sucks the paper back in, so there we go, it draws it back in, flips it around inside, and then it prints on the other side. So you get perfectly printed dual-sided papers, great for school reports, for trifold brochures, for real estate and all that. Come on, I'm going to show you something else that you're going to love, and that's the screen on the top of this. Huge screen. This is a photo kiosk as well. So you can pop your memory card in, as I've done here. I'm going to take my memory card, and then you choose, you know, whatever picture it is that you want to choose. So I'll choose, I'm going to choose this guy right here. It's going to say, would you like to print? Yes. This is like going to the drugstore, except I don't know what an 8x10 would cost at the drugstore. I know here, when I use, if I'm using the HP Instant Ink and I'm using that, you know, that program where it's $4.99 for 100 pages, it's going to cost me 5 cents to print this. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I would like the 8.5 by 11, and I'm going to say, yep, I'm good to go. And remember, highest customer pick, I mean, it's one of the highest customer picks I've ever seen. There are over 40 perfect 5-star reviews on this. People love the Instant Ink program. They love the size of the printer. Something else I'm going to show you as that prints. This prints coupons for you as well. So there are all of these built-in apps, and one of them is the HP Savings Center. With the HP Savings Center, you print out an offer sheet, and then you just bubble in whatever it is you want, and you pop it back in the printer, which I did just a few minutes ago during our presentation. These are the coupons that I printed out just today, guys. So we're going to do some quick math. I've only got a minute or two.
Save me some money, brother.
Okay.
Save me some money.
So do you like cookies?
Love them.
Yeah, all right, duh. What kind of stupid question is that? Do you like biscuits? Who doesn't like biscuits?
I like biscuits on top of my cookies.
So you... That's a good idea.
I believe.
All right, so $2.50 plus $1 is $3.50 plus $1 is $4.50 that we've saved so far. Plus 50 cents is $5, plus 50 is $5.50, plus 50 is $6, plus 50 is $6.50.
Look at me, look at me.
$6.75, $7.25, $7.75 and 50 cents is about $8.25.
Those are those grands. Have you ever had those?
Those biscuits are amazing.
That's ridiculous. Those should be against the law. What else you got in here?
I'm at $8.25. I'm
Various
at $9,
cakes.
$9.75. Help you do laundry. $10.25 and 50 cents. Okay, I just printed out $10.75 worth of coupons.
Look at that.
That's just today. If you printed out, I don't know, $10 worth of coupons every day for the next 10 days.
Detergent, dishwasher, this is all stuff I use. See, now, this is part of it. This comes along with it. And remember,
built in.
The software, too. So if you've got, let's say you got married, right? And you want to send everybody thank you cards. You can take the wedding picture, right? And you can put a picture of the two of you, and you can do all your thank you cards like that. Here's Melissa Dawson and her family, and she took a picture of her family, and she turned it into a card. This could be a Christmas card. It could be a holiday card. Whoa, there's the bit now.
Stand on her head.
Look at little baby. But you could make that into a little Christmas baby. Put a little Santa hat on top of there. I mean, all this stuff. So make your cards. So many other things. What do you got in there, bro?
Guy. Okay.
Show me.
I got to show you guys. Remember just a minute ago, I went in and used the photo kiosk feature, right?
Yep.
Here's the picture. Does your photo kiosk, well, first of all, does your printer print photos that look like this? Would the kiosk at the mall or at the drugstore print pictures that look like this? And how much would they cost you? If you're using the HP Instant Ink program, and remember, we include the first month of it for free. You just have to sign up when you get it home. If you're using the HP Instant Ink program and you're doing the $4.99 for 100 pages a month, you're talking about 5 cents per page. This would cost you 5 cents. And remember, if you just want to use the regular inks, if you don't want to use the Instant Ink program, that's no problem. You can just buy, regular inks, no problem. We're also sending 2 full-size inks. So this is a big feature that we include, a black ink and a tricolor ink. They'll say setup cartridge on them because with HP, they're full-size cartridges, but the first cartridge you put in an HP printer initializes the print heads so that it's basically like starting over on your printer when you do that. And the reason I mention that, if you have an 8 or a 10 or a 12 or a 14 megapixel camera and you're printing all the time and you're thinking, well, my camera is supposed to be like this great camera, but it doesn't print like these great prints. Well, it's probably not your camera, it's probably your printer. If you've bought a nice camera in the past couple of years, but you haven't upgraded your printer for a couple of years, your print heads are probably shot. You're gonna have brand new print heads with this. Your printer maybe just doesn't even have the resolution to keep up with your 8, your 10, your 12, your 14 megapixel camera. This is a great time to upgrade. I'll just remind you, it's customer pick on hsn.com. It prints, it copies, it scans, and remember, it prints from any wireless device. So I'll remind you again, if you have a tablet or if you have a phone, whether it's an Android, whether it's an iPhone, whether it's a BlackBerry, anything that can send an email can print to this printer. And Guy, that's something that makes this absolutely unique. Everyone in the house can use it with every single device.
Yeah, and I love, the pictures are phenomenal. I mean, if you look at these pictures, they're all beautiful. Whether you're taking pictures of your kids or your pets, or if it's, holiday pictures. I mean, look at how great all these are. Look at the color. And that's what you get. You get great quality. Hey, listen, trust me, I have an HP printer, and I absolutely love it. And I've had a couple of printers in my life, and I tell you, the HP is the best for me. I love the size of it, and you're looking at it right underneath all these pictures. Look at minimal footprint. This is it right here. This is the whole thing. That's it right there. Doesn't take up a lot of space. You don't have to deal with, with a big bulky printer. You can put it anywhere you want. Pop your pictures in, close it up, good to go. Wireless printing, software. Okay, listen, less than a minute. We added a little bit of time to this because I know we're very busy, and I apologize for the hold. I have a lot of people that are calling and asking questions, but go right to hsn.com. It's the easiest way to order. Aaron and I both have loved this printer for a long, long time. The Envy series is fantastic. Yeah. You can rely on it. Absolutely. And it has all the latest features, including ePrint, which we love.
And this is the HP Envy series. This is the HP 5530. So you can print, you can scan, you can copy, you can do photos. This is web-enabled. It says all of those things across the top. I'm just reminding you here, with some of those web-enabled things that you can do, there's the saving center. You can do some Disney printouts. I did a Muppet printout. You can do the news. You can literally get up in the morning and go to your printer and tell it to print the news for you. You don't have to have a newspaper subscription anymore. These are all free web-connected applications that are built in. It's almost like having a little tablet on the front of your printer.
It's a printer and a half. It does a lot of other life stuff. If you think a printer is just for making copies of stuff, get one of these. Wait till you see all the great information. Hey, don't go anywhere. We've got a great computer, and HP, 1.5 feet of screen on that baby.
Yes, sir.
Very big, and that's coming up next. First, some information on our buddy Wolfgang Puck.